pre-seed or even earlier than that. So like we said, we are a group of community of people that build startups together with the ambitious founders and contribute our expertise and network to help out entrepreneurs, because running a startup, that's hard job and you need all the help you can get. So happy to be here and seeing interesting startups. And thanks for the invite, Kelvin.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tommy, for that brief intro. Do we have Patrick from Dutch Founders Fund? Okay, I didn't get any response. I'm not sure he's in the stage. Do we have Paul from Denuba Ventures? Paul, are you here with us?
Sure. Hello, everybody. Okay. Thanks for the invitation. And hello from Austria. I know most of you love Austria for the skiing, and we love the Scandinavian countries for the, let's say, well-advanced ecosystems in the field of angel investing. We are based in Vienna. Angel Network and Crowd Platform. We work with companies with already some traction, mostly from German-speaking countries, Czech Republic and Slovakia. We are taking part in a lot of contests like here. We are getting like 100 cases every month to check. And I wish all luck to the participants and looking forward to this nice event. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Paul, for that intro. Do we have Sebastian from Fortino Capital? Sebastian, are you here with us?
Yeah, hey Kelvin. Thanks so much for the invite. So I'm investment associate at Fortino Capital. We are focused on early stage investments within the B2B software space all across Europe. Early stage for us means late seed Series A. So think of equity tickets between 1 to 5 million initially. And yeah, all the best of luck to all the different startups that are going to pitch just now.
Awesome. Thank you for that intro, Sebastian. Do we have Claudia from 70 Ventures?
Yes, you do have me.
Awesome.
So really nice to be here. Happy to represent 70 Ventures and Lithuania. We are 70 Ventures is a early stage fund plus a revenue accelerator. We are based in Lithuania. We invest in early stage, like early stage for us is pre-seed and seed stages. Our primarily focus is B2B SaaS because that's where our acceleration program brings most of the value. And yeah, we our geography-wise, our focus is across the Europe. So really keen on seeing those interesting pitches today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Claudia. Do we have UC from Voimo Ventures?
Yes, you have me. Hello, nice to meet you all. My name is Jussi Sainiemi. I'm from Voimo Ventures. We are a Helsinki-based deep technology fund focusing on seed stages, all seed stages, and also A rounds in the Nordics and Baltics. And yeah, looking forward to hear interesting presentations. Good luck to all.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Next, we have Elena from Spaces, who is one of our sponsors for the Winners Award for this pitch battle. Elena, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here with you, most definitely. Thank you so very much for the invite. I'm not sure if the picture is there, but anyway, my name is Elena. I'm representing Spaces, IWG, and we're offering office solutions to the startups or any companies interested worldwide. Locations are over 400, so you can find us everywhere. Good luck to all the competitors, and thank you again.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Maria, if you could go to the next slide for the jury introduction. Awesome. The next, yes. Do we have Petri from Gorilla Capital?
Yes, hello.
Awesome.
Can you see me? I can't see if you can see me, but
I can see you for sure.
Yeah, I'm Petri Lehmuskoski from Gorilla Capital. We are early stage investor in Nordic startups, typically investing on angel stage And my background is a growth entrepreneur. I have done 2 exits myself from the companies I have founded. I wish good luck for all the entrepreneurs on these pitches and let the best win.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, Petri. Okay, moving on. Do we have Herman from River Venture Partners?
Yes, hi Kelvin, thanks. Yes, I'm Herman, founder and managing partner of River Venture Partners. This is an Amsterdam-based angel syndicate. We invest in seed stage in companies in the Benelux, the Nordics, and the Baltics. We have 2 investments in Finland, actually. So great to be also part of this. My background is actually also in a Finnish company. I was part of Sanoma for 12 years and leading their digital product development. Before that, I also worked at McKinsey. So combining strategy, finance, digital product development, and investment experience now as an angel. And good luck to all the participants.
Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time. Do we have Hannah in the house?
Yes, Kelvin, I'm in the house. Thank you so much for the invitation, Kelvin. Very happy to be here. My name is Hannah Nyholm. I'm based in Helsinki. I'm an entrepreneur, executive coach, a startup mentor, and also an angel investor. I've also been a startup founder myself, so I've seen the journey from both sides, actually. And I'm particularly passionate about supporting female founders and female-led startups. So I hope to see more of that in the future. That would be my kind of dream and wish. But I wish a lot of luck to everyone today. I'm very excited to hear what's coming.
Amazing. Thank you, Hannah, for joining us. Do we have Aki in the house?
Yes, Kelvin. Thank you for the invitation. Happy to be here. I'm a more or less operational board professional, angel investor, and company developer. So that's sort of things I do. Strong believer of the network effect and connections, and part of the Nordic startup ventures here in Finland, as well as the Entrepreneurs Without Borders in California. So that's a quick sort of intro.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that quick intro, and happy to have you here. Do we have Vesa from Nordea?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm from Vesa from Nordea, and we are operating here in the Nordics and financing with debt. Maybe we have around 2,000 startups in the Nordics that have our debt solution in use already, and then we help them to find international investors as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for that quick intro. Patrick, are you here with us?
Yeah, happy to be here. I'm Patrick. I run Kiwas, Finland's #1 startup accelerator. And yeah, I'm actually excited for the pitches. I think there's a few Kiwas alumni in there as well. So really happy to see them pitch.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Patrick. And moving on to Finn, our director from Startup Grind Global. Finn, are you here with us?
I certainly am. Hey, Kelvin. Welcome, everyone. Delighted to be on such an esteemed judging panel, and looking forward to hearing many of the startup pitches. As Kelvin mentioned, I head up our global community and partner success teams. I'm based in London, and while Startup Grind HQ is headquartered in Silicon Valley in Palo Alto. I'm also excited to see the fact that we are collaborating with another organization. One of the tenets of Startup Grind is to literally kind of really collaborate with different communities, so we can ultimately really help startups build, grow, and scale their companies. So good luck to all the startups pitching today, and look forward to helping you and supporting you in whichever ways we can.
Amazing. Thank you for joining us, Finn. Do we have Miska from Helsinki Business Hub? Miska, are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here with everybody. So nice to be part of this. And so I'm heading the Helsinki Business Hub, which is the local investment promotion agency and development company of this region. And what we do is we help the startups from foreign places to actually locate to Finland, as well as the larger companies. And we also do provide quite a lot of deal for foreign VCs and CVCs from Finland. So this is really interesting to see all of the pitches, and I really wish luck for all of the participants.
Thank you so much for joining us, Miska. Really great to have you here. Moving over to Antti from Business Finland.
Hi, Kelvin. Nice to see you all, and thanks for the invite, Kelvin. Yes, for those of you who might not know, Business Finland is the Finnish governmental innovation agency. And I'm not overstating if I say that all the Finnish startups are or will be at some time of their pipeline to success, be our customers. I think annually we allocate about 150 million euros for Finnish startups. And I was very glad to see that in the roster, in a great roster of the competitors, there are, I think, 3 companies that I have discussed before, and I think quite many of those are already our customers. So the best of luck for all you guys. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Antti. It's a pleasure to have you here. And our last, George Ying from Icebreaker VC. Ying, are you here with us?
Yes. Hi everyone. Hope you can see me clearly. So my name is Ying and I am from Icebreaker. And Icebreaker is a pre-seed stage venture capital fund based in Helsinki, Stockholm, and Tallinn. We invest in angel and pre-seed rounds. We are vertical agnostic, and yeah, very looking forward to hearing all the great pitches today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Just okay, Patrick is able to resolve his audio. So we'll have Patrick, you can take the mic and do your intro, please.
Yeah, so hello everybody. And now with sound, I can hear you and hopefully you can hear me as well. It took me some time, so don't know why. Yeah, I'm Patrick. I represent LeadX Capital Partners. And in connection with the unicorn pitches, we are sometimes a little bit the outlier because we focus on later stage companies with at least 10 million in revenues. They are headquartered mainly in Western Europe. We focus on B2B tech companies with an angle in consumer industries. Nevertheless, whenever I'm on the pitches here, I try to help and give input and also afterwards help the earlier stage companies improve and hopefully help them get from initial traction to sustainable high growth. And I'm happy to be here. Thanks, Kelvin, for this invitation. Really great. I'm looking forward to this event. All the best for the pitches.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Patrick. Just some final words from my side. I know it's going to be 10 startups pitching. It's going to be a long time listening to the pitches and grading them. So that means I'm like super grateful for the jury for taking out your time to be with us and listen to all of these pitches. So thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you also enjoy these pitches from the startup. With that being said, I'm going to officially hand over to Maria, who will be moderating and taking care of the time for the pitches. Maria, you can have the stage now.
Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, dear judges. It's a pleasure to meet such people. Thank you for your time. And let me tell you about voting instructions that we have. 1 minute, please. Next slide. Today we have some technical problems. Excuse me again. Each of you has your personal voting link on your emails. Please check it. Then you follow this link and go to startups page. You can scroll down your pages and find all icons of our startups, 10. They are in the order of their pitches. And there you can evaluate them from 1 to 5, where 1 is the lowest. In order to investment potential, we evaluate investment potential. 5 is the highest mark in their investment potential. And you will have time to change your mind if it's necessary until I tell that our voting is closed. And just to note for the startups, we do not recommend to say out loud any fundraising because according to the legislation of some countries, as we are broadcasting all over the world, it's prohibited. So do it directly with our chat or other means of communication. Thank you for understanding. And so the most important moment for today is the start of our pitches. Please welcome the first startup is Job Farm. Please welcome on stage.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me good?
Perfectly. Feel free to share your screen.
All right, excellent. All right. So everybody can see it? All right. Okay. So I hope everybody's doing great. So we are Jog Farm. You know, to start, a little bit about me. I am Luis, founder of Jog Farm, family man, and MMA enthusiast. And I was born in Africa, Benin to be specific. And I was raised in Honduras and Bolivia. And I used to be a professional fighter. One of the reasons why I couldn't continue with my fighting career was because I didn't have a manager. The thing is, I had no idea what it was, yet alone where to get one. So I created Jog Farm, a networking platform 100% focused on mixed martial arts for fighters and managers to connect with each other. Jog Farm gives athletes a fighter's profile that will have all the relevant information of the athlete that a manager needs when looking to connect with a fighter. Also, sports brands can easily find athletes in our platform to collaborate with. About our revenue model, we plan to charge sports managers a subscription monthly or yearly fee to use our platform as a talent search portal. And if managers don't want to commit for that long, then they can opt to pay a one-time fee to have an ad post mentioning what type of fighter they're looking for, and that post will be live for a specific amount of time. Also, sports brands will get to promote all their products to all our users in our platform. A little bit about the mixed martial arts market size. There are around 500 million fans worldwide. The UFC today makes around 60 million euros from pay-per-view events and sales. There are 1.2 million registered amateur fighters worldwide, 800,000 professional fighters worldwide, and 27,000 fighters are part of big organizations like the UFC. What we have achieved so far is that we have 300 users today and growing on the daily. We're working with 2 big MMA agencies. We're in collaboration with 3 sports brands, and we have existing satisfied clients. So by 2022, we expect to have 1,500 users by releasing a strong marketing campaign on Facebook and Instagram, as majority of fighters are there. And the sports brands that we're collaborating with, we're planning to release a campaign looking for the next big star to sponsor. Our milestones: by this year, we want to officially introduce our premium services in our platform and add a new profile for sports managers. By next year, we want to release Jog Farm mobile application, the Fight Finder feature, and Jog Farm Fit Minds, where fighters can connect with mind coaches. And by 2023, we plan to have a video library containing self-learning material about business and promotion and expand into other sports. We have a really strong team, and if, like us, you feel that athletes should have better opportunities, then join us. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful pitch. And now, judges, please raise your hands as like yellow hand you see beneath your screen. Okay. Please, Herman, your turn, please.
Yeah, hi, thanks for the pitch. Hey, I see this as a network, as a marketplace where you have all the fighters and all the managers. But if you only attract 1,500 fighters, would that be enough to create the network effect? How do you want to create more, more demand and more supply at the same time to really create the network effect?
Well, definitely, as a networking platform, we want to create the networking effect through social media at all aggressively. But then again, we're also like going through parts of the market where fighters are not known yet, because right now the registered fighters that we found on the database, which is here, sorry. Okay. They are on a particular website, but like there are other ones that are been untapped. So we plan to reach out to those fighters. As everybody's going to becoming a professional at some point in their career, they need a manager. That's where we come in.
Okay, but would you be interesting enough for managers if you only have 1,500 fighters?
Well, the managers today are having a very difficult time trying to locate fighters. They use today either various sources, obviously social media, but they have to go on YouTube, they have to go on LinkedIn, on many, many places. It's quite a difficult task to locate one fighter, and plus they already know which fighter they're going to. In this sense, everything's in one place. By then they're saving a lot of time, and they can easily discover other fighters in the platform. And yes, to answer your question, they are already interested.
All right.
Thanks. Let's proceed to Patrick Holopainen, please.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the amazing presentation. I have a question about how often your customers would use the platform. So if I understand correctly, there is fighters who are looking for sponsors, but the way I understand it, when you have a sponsor, that's kind of a longer term deal anyway. So is it so that a fighter comes onto the platform, finds a sponsor, and they don't use the platform then for like several years? Or how often do you see like they actually would have an interaction on the platform?
Well, it's not sponsors per se, it's sports managers, like an agent, you know, somebody that can handle their career, somebody that can look for competitions for them, you know, and pretty much handle all the business aspect of their career. So the fighter can just concentrate on training and fighting. That's it, right? That can happen in the platform, because today it's very difficult for fighters to reach out to managers. Managers already have an idea who they want to work with, you know. And they have, because of this problem that they have various platforms, they don't get the sense of how good an athlete can be. Everything will be here in one profile. And again, to answer your question, it's quite often how managers look for fighters. Like at least in one MMA agency, they look for new fighters every 5 to 10 times in a month.
All right.
We're talking about one MMA agency for sure.
Thank you. Please, Dr. Patrick Leshner.
Yes, please leave out the doctor. First of all, it seems you have here found a market fit. You really understand the market, which is very important. But I also agree with Herman. We are talking about a platform. And if I look at your market sizing, you're talking mainly about one part of it, the demand side, if you will. How many managers are actually out there in this market?
Plenty. Just in the United States, we're talking about over like 100,000 of managers. You know, we're talking about different levels. There's a different thing between managers being in big organizations. Those are limited, but there are all like independent managers, freelance managers, or managers working in smaller organizations. There are plenty, and they are looking for a solution like this. It's already been proven. Like I said, they've been telling me that they have to rely on either expensive methods or go to a source that is completely scattered.
But I think you're saying 100,000 managers, yeah, in the US, and these are all, yes, they are also your key target customers. So you would look for these 100,000, and what would they pay on a yearly basis?
We're talking about a yearly basis from 100 to 150 euros. 100 to 150 euros on a year.
Okay, but if you multiply, you know, let's assume you have the whole market in the US, you multiply 100,000 with 100, 150, the market seems still pretty small, at least from what I hear.
Well, that's just one market.
Yeah, it's one market. Yeah, I think I think I would at least be doubtful as regards market size.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Thank you.
Sorry, we're past 6 minutes for Joke Farm, so you guys can take this conversation offline, please. Sorry.
Let's continue later, Doctor.
Okay. Thank you, Luis. We are proceeding to our second startup, DeskMe. Please, stage is yours. And please remember, you have 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes for answers and questions. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. Sorry, I hope you guys can hear me and see my screen. Can you?
Yes, I can hear you, and your screen is clear. Go forward.
Okay, so since we have only 3 minutes for this, I decided to skip the slides and just go straight to the product demo, what we're doing. So a few words of introduction. As you know, the way we work has changed a lot, not just because of pandemics. It happened already before, but pandemic accelerated it like 100 times. As you know, people are working remotely. Many companies are adopting remote work culture, and many companies were forced to try to do it because of pandemic, and completely changed their mind about it, because they say, okay, actually it can be super efficient. Maybe it's not for everyone, but it can be really good. So that's why offices are even more empty than ever before. People are actually doing it. So it's a very common widespread problem now that offices are underutilized. Actually, it has been even before pandemics, but again, it's just become much more relevant right now. So obvious solution is switch to desk sharing. And that's what we are doing. That's what we started with already 3 years ago, or actually 4 years ago. And we're now having some kind of prime time where everyone comes interested in this topic. So just to give you an idea, we have a very visual interface. It's a web app, web experience, where you can see all your floors of your offices. Let's say you see how many desks on each floor are left. With each desk, meeting room, and any other resource that you may want to put on a 3D map to share in real time. And it's not just a booking system, it's also a communication system. So even with empty offices, it can be, some of our customers are now using it efficiently because they see, okay, like in this case, let's say that I have a project with Jack Ma, and I want to search for him. Okay, when is he coming? Let's say he's coming next Tuesday. Perfect. So that's when I will also book a desk next to him. That's it. Now I have just booked the desk, and everybody knows if they want to find me that I will be in office on this day, on this location, this floor, this desk. So very relevant question. And then speaking about the bigger picture, so companies can first of all cut office costs by this way, provide efficiency and flexibility to the employees so they can choose when and where they want to work, for better work-life balance, for better convenience of their work. And secondly, if company doesn't want to sell an underutilized office, they can actually share it with our platform, and not just with everyone like Airbnb, but you can also select only those who you want to share it with. Let's say you're Microsoft and you have a Tieto right next door, and you trust them more than everyone. So basically, you can just add their organization to be able to use your facility. So we can facilitate that. And then, of course, this whole thing applies to co-working spaces, which represent approximately half of our customers. If I can quickly...
Excuse me, you have your time off.
Yeah.
Please.
So basically, that's what we're working on. We have customers in 10 countries, and it's booming now like crazy, and we now want to start scaling, and that's why we're fundraising to make it to take advantage of the moment. Now I'm happy to answer the questions.
Thank you for the pitch. Juries, please raise your hands. Is ready? Any questions? Oh, yeah, I see. Claudia, please.
Yes, hi. Thank you for the presentation. Well, I agree. It is a really crowded market, hot topic, but could you be more specific? How are you better than the competition? Because there is a lot of competition in this area.
Yes, actually, there was not much competition when we were starting, like 4 years ago. And last year, we have a huge wave of competition. But for example, now we have been bootstrapping this. We have not been doing any marketing, only word of mouth. Like one customer brings us many other customers because the colleagues see, oh, we want that too. Basically, we don't have marketing materials, even limited web presence online. And still, we just been getting requests from customers by themselves, finding us somehow and asking okay, so they've been keeping us busy all these 4 years. So this doesn't even show all customers, it's just some of them. And then competitors that just came up, most of them came during 2020. They have a lot of marketing online. They actually usually much better funded. And then if we started digging in closer into what really they actually have, we see that, okay, we're really ahead, like 3 or 4 years ahead of that because of the quality of the product. And well, our customers prove it. So basically, we just been enormous traction in Finland, in Russia, in like over 10 countries, in Japan. So it's been crazy. One of our actually first customers was a Japanese customer. So we've been international from the very beginning. But I guess why customers are driven to this? Because of user experience. I think this is something we got very right, when you can reserve a desk in literally 3 clicks or 5 seconds through using a very quick web app. I think that's the #1 thing. And also, of course, I haven't shown a lot of stuff that we have, like we have our own IoT devices that make experience even better. That's almost very few have.
Vitaly, thank you. We have
more.
2 judges and
Yeah.
1 minute left. Please, Herman.
Yes, hi, Vitaly. Yeah, I have 2 questions about metrics. So one is, how much does a customer pay on average per year? And the other question is, how many active users, like employees, do you have that are using the tool now per month?
We have about over 10,000 users right now, and average ticket per year varies a lot because we have very different size offices, starting from perhaps maybe 300 per year for smaller offices. It's actually €5 per desk per month. So you just can calculate it. Some biggest customers pay like, I don't know, €500 per month and so on. Well, not biggest, it's just some, there's even bigger ones, but yeah, something like that. And then the plan for the long term is actually once we get enough network effect, we could actually launch this kind of portal like Airbnb style, and not just a portal, but also if you're a customer, you could sort of zoom out of your own location and see external locations that are sharing. So making it into effectively like one big office, like Uber, Airbnb, and stuff like that. That's like a long-term goal, but we're now earning quite a lot with just this subscription, just internal service. So without even sharing, just internal use.
Thank you, Vitaly. Sorry, please continue in your private messages. We are moving to our Claridoc startup number 3 for today, please.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay. Is that presenting? No, present. Okay, hello everyone. We are Claridoc, a collaboration tool for the global trade industry. So this is us. Slobodan Stanic is our full stack software developer. And my name is Rolfo Leser. I have 7+ years of domain expertise in this area. So this is our context. Every green little dot there represents a shipping vessel, and every vessel carries up to maximum 24,000 containers. And for the purpose of this project, every time we see a container, we see a deal closure, which means that both the exporter and the importer need to comply with the documents. And so what happens today is that the workflow around working those documents out between both the exporter and the importer is broken. In my case, I was in the sales department and I would have to forward emails from the logistics on my side, forward them to procurement, procurement to logistics, and back and forward trying to comply the documents, which makes a huge hassle for everyone and very hard to track. So there's six teams overall involved in the data behind the documents. And we have finance, sales, and logistics from the exporter, and we have procurement, logistics, and finance on the importer side. And today the communication flows via email. So we say no more. The Claridoc comes, and we started just 3 months ago. So it's very early stage startup. And what we do is workflow automation. We track the containers in real time. We do a little CRM, customer management, optimizing relationships. Sales empowerment, we're trying to empower these teams so that they can use the platform on their advantage. And we are completely data agnostic, meaning that we can also pass the information into new like blockchain protocols. What we have today is an MVP, and we have a handful of users giving us good feedback, and this is just after 2.5-3 months of working. We'll soon be connecting blockchain protocol to enable SMBs to go paperless, and we're going to provide metrics and analytics for these 6 teams involved. And we have integrations and automations that will be coming soon in order to blend into their workflow and there's whatever systems they use. So from a picture perspective, this is what we're creating. We want to be the Dropbox for sharing folders. We want to be the Slack in terms of collaboration, and we want to be the pipe drive in terms of the easiness of data flow with the customer. Our target market is mostly the SMB that's today running on Excels and just emails. And we have thought of 3 pricing tiers. One will be the free version up to a certain limit of shipments. We'll have the paid, which we're exploring here. This is completely experimental. We're exploring whether we should charge per user or per company. And then we have the more enterprise customer that is, that requires a little more, has higher requirements. And thank you.
Thank you, Rodolfo. And please, questions from our judges to Rodolfo. Patrick, please.
You're on mute, Patrick.
Sorry. Quick question about competition. So why hasn't this been done before?
To be honest, there are solutions and they have been part or as a feature of something else. Think about a big ERP system. They do have kind of the customer portal where they share documents forward. There are other software developers in this niche, maybe also targeting the SMB, but they're focused on different problems. They're not thinking about the collaboration. They're not including the sales and the finance and the procurement and the finance on the other side. They are more focused on the creation of documents. They're applying automation there. So we think that by leveraging the collaboration between these 6 teams that are all involved one way or another indirectly on this workflow, we can use that platform to provide them with further services. That's cool.
Thank you, please. Jussi, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Yeah, I was basically about to ask the same issue and about the competitive landscape. You would imagine that SAPs and other sort of legacy CRM system providers would have a strong foothold here. So what's your strategy on that front?
Yes and no. From a concept level, you're right. Like we could be fighting against the CRM, but as soon as we bring the real-time tracking, which we have running today, we have over 100 shipping lines. We'll soon be connecting airway bills to track air flights. You're beyond them. We kind of segment our niche there into at least the global trade, and within the global trade, there's more niches. But right now, we are, I guess, generalist enough not to be leaving any niche outside. The workflow is pretty standard overall.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Please, Finn.
Hi, thanks. Your chart was very impressive with the ships crossing the ocean and the size. Your target market is small to medium-sized enterprises. I just wanted to better understand how large your total addressable market is in terms of the SMBs.
That's a hard question. I should know the answer, but I don't. What I can give you is that we've been addressing many companies asking, hey, just one question, how do you share the shipping documents towards your customers? And none, except one company actually gave us an in-house solution for this. A big enterprise company that send ships over 3,000 to 4,000 containers per year, and they created an in-house solution. Otherwise, everyone's working via email. So, like to answer, it's pretty big to us, the problem. Oh, Maria, you are mute.
You're on mute, Maria. You are muted. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rodolfo. We have to move on to our fourth startup, RP Pro. Please welcome on stage. John? Yes, thanks.
Sorry, can you see my screen?
Yes,
we can hear and see.
Thanks.
Okay, first off, I want to say thank you for this opportunity. Hello to everybody and everywhere you are, what part of the world, to the judges and to the moderators. Thank you for this. Please let me know when I can start and with the timer.
Okay.
All right. What is Africa known for? Football. Africa has over 1.2 billion population with over 100 million men and women playing football, vying to become the next big star like Samuel Eto'o and Didier Drogba. Hello, everybody. My name's John Samuel, and I am a Nigerian ex-professional footballer turned serial entrepreneur and a business consultant. I help to consult businesses or finish businesses to establish in East and West Africa. If Africa is big in football, Finland is big in technology. Combining the best of both, what we created a digital platform called AfriPro that enables African players to be able to create their profile, upload their CV that gives them the digital visibility to be scouted and monitored by teams across Europe. You see, the problem we are trying to solve is the existing platform is very difficult. It is created for premium agent, premium teams, and very expensive. It then leaves these African players to predatory agents or bad transfer deals. Our solution is simple. We are trying to empower these African footballers to be able to create their own profile that gives them that digital visibility in Scandinavia region that don't think they even exist. Our platform is easy to use, mobile friendly with affordable fair price model. Our business model is simply B2C marketplace with a €15 per year annual recurring subscription and simply with €150 per month for a premium player profile. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa is big. I mean, with 100 million men and women playing football, we are looking at 1.5 billion euros service addressable market. Our target for 2022 is simply to find 15,000 subscribers that put us at 225,000 euros revenue. The competitors in the market at the moment right now are 11 Transfer and U-Scout. These competitors, they design their platform for premium players and premium clubs, which obviously do not include these African players because they cannot afford it.
Esko, you are almost out of time.
What we did right now basically is when we applied to the Business Finland for the innovation voucher, we got granted in June. We launched our marketing site into the 7th of July, and in less than 3 weeks, we have gotten over 1,000 early bird access. At the moment, we have over 6,000 page views daily, and we are planning to launch our app in September. Here's myself and my business partner, who is the CTO and advisor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation, and please welcome judges. The topic is interesting, I guess. Miska, please.
Hi, interesting presentation. What's your plan on go-to-market strategy?
Our go-to-market strategy at the moment, we started off with throwing out with a survey, seeking the interest if there's the need for this platform, more like creating more like a lean method approach. Like we wanted to seek the opinion of players. In 1 week, during our survey, we had 91 responses, and from that, 75% said they are willing to pay for the service. Then the next thing was that we created the marketing site where we wanted to find the first 1,000 early bird sign-up. And with that, in less than 3 weeks, we have gotten over 1,000. Right now, what we are doing basically is with the support we got from Business Finland for the innovation voucher, we are now trying to build the team for 2020 to raise enough money for the tempo funding.
Thank you. Thank you, please, Finn. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, another well-defined problem. I guess maybe my question, and most afterthought as someone who's had a bit of experience in this sort of scouting arena for football markets, I can definitely see the demand on the player side, so the amateur players. How do you plan to address the other side of the marketplace with the footballing clubs?
Thank you very much. So during our validation period, we did a lot of interview with football teams asking about to inquire if this is something we need. I mean, from your experience, I believe, Mr. Finn, you will know that player acquisition process are 3 ways: very difficult, time consuming, and expensive. But on our platform, they already have tons of players at their own tab. What we are doing majorly is that we have a library of players that are looking for teams. All the football club they will easily do is go to our platform. They can monitor the players until when the window transfer opens, then they can start contacting this player for possible trial. So these teams are very much available. They want to be part of our program. So they have agreed that they don't want to pay to use our platform, but they are willing to pay for the transfer fee success.
Thank you. Thank you, please, Herman.
Yes, yeah, I have a question about the profile itself. How do you make sure that these profiles are, trustworthy and valuable, so the scouts can actually use them to find good players?
Thank you very much. Another excellent question. Now, in the football world, we have what we call the transfer market. The transfer market is a library of where you have all the top players across the world. If you are playing for a pro, your name is going to be there. You have Ronaldo, Messi, name all the big names. Their name is there. If you go to Google, transfer market, it's a one-word transfer market, type it there, go to the search button, put any footballer's name, you will find any footballer there. So on our platform, you need to put your own transfer market link. So we have a platform for professional players, amateur players, academy player. If you are a professional player, you must have a transfer link. That is the way it goes. So it is now on the team acquisition. Is the team looking for a professional player? Are they looking for an amateur player, or they're looking for an academy player? If they're looking for a professional player, that professional player definitely has a transfer market link, and everybody, either professional, pro, or amateur, you must have a YouTube link that gives you that edge. Without a YouTube link, it's difficult.
Thank you, John. Thank you for your activeness. And we are moving to Betsy Startup number 5. Please welcome.
Yeah, I need to, yeah, now I can share, let's see.
Please share your screen.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit hairy story, so I hope that you don't mind. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, there is the I'm just trying to get that.
Maybe push F5.
F5.
F5, yes.
And now F5.
Yes.
If that doesn't work, I think you can go on with the presentation.
Here we go.
Please, yes. Wonderful. Let's start.
Yeah.
Hello,
just say it when I can start it. Oh, hello. Nice to be here. My name is Esko Kammonen, and I'm here to tell you about Project Petsy, the planet-wide pet community. As we all know, more people own pets today than ever before. The problem is that centralized platform is still missing. Our solution is Petsy, the world's first pet community tailored for the pet world, pet community platform. Our mission is to bring the whole pet world on a single platform and just there. The development of social media platform is an extensive, ambitious, and expensive project. Getting to MVP version, it took us over 30 per month, an investment of 400,000 euros. Petsy has unique features. Breeder pet profile, litter and puppy profile, innovative reserve and sales features, and lots of more. MVP testing, 97 breeders participate from 6 EU countries. In a few weeks, without paid marketing, more than 1,000 breeders and pet owners registered. There are still work to be done before official launch. Based on user feedback, the 6-month release plan is ready for implementation. The worldwide market potential is massive. 87 million households in the EU and 89 million in the US have pets. The pet industry was over 136 1.6 billion last year. Our business model is SaaS, B2C, and B2B. We have 4 different kinds of accounts: basic, premium, pro, and business. For business, we have built-in marketing tool for targeted marketing. Our vision is to be the world's leading pet community platform with over 5 million users and over 100 million revenue by 2025 at latest. Our team, I'm CEO and founder. Mika is our tech lead and partner. Olli is developer and partner. And then Ismo is our senior software architect. Summary: customized social media platform, SaaS business model, global market potential, fast-growing and trendy market segment, strong market evidence of demand, company and platform stays close to launch, experienced team, revenue and user expectation. I can guarantee, with more than 30 years of experience in the global pet trade, the business model is well planned, and Betsy is one of the next European unicorns. Mr. Betsy and I say thank you.
Thank you. It's so nice. Please, judges. Patrick, your word.
Hi, thank you for your presentation. One quick question. What is the problem you're solving?
It's the problem is that every this information is scattered around the internet. So there isn't any, because many has been asked about that. Why Betsy? Because there's already Facebook. So I have told them that why there is the LinkedIn. So this is for the social media platform. What features are customized for the value added for owning pet, and the breeders are our target group.
Thanks.
Aki, please welcome on the stage.
Thank you. Thank you, Esko. First of all, congratulations on having a good ambition level. I think many companies lack the ambition level, and that's what you have. Basically, my sort of question is that how will you drive the user adoption? I understand that you get users now without sort of much of marketing, but obviously, there are ways how gaming companies do that and other companies. So have you established a plan how to drive the user adoption to quickly get into those numbers?
Yeah, so that's as I mentioned about the breeders are our target group for the then to reach on the breeders, there's hundreds of different kind of breeder clubs and also the kennel clubs. But the beauty in this social media business is that in our case, it's good that there is Facebook and an Instagram, because those are the channels to reach easy way the new customers for us, because these our functionalities are this kind of value added, and in the world they are missing this kind of reliable platform to get the pet, to buy a pet or to get the pet. So that's also one, and of course the content marketing is very important for us also.
Thank you. Good news. We have crossed today's equator of pitching session, and we are moving to Salute. It's our 6th startup for today. Please welcome.
Hello, everybody. Can you see my screen?
All good.
Yeah, great. Hello, I'm Mikhail Yershov, Salute Solutions CTO, and we have implemented voice location-based messenger Salute, and it works like walkie-talkie. It's quite popular application with a good virality, and we are developing various services which helps drivers with their daily tasks. And these services are communication, providing of first aid in cooperation with Europe ecosystem assistance in case of car incidents, and payments. Communications are implemented with a voice recognition support, and it's enough to say voice command salute, and in this case, message will be delivered to everybody who is nearby. It can be also a specific recipient or group. And in order to find an appropriate audience, we are using self-organized maps based on neural networks. And the same model is used to get a technical assist or first aid. Usually, paid operations are relatively small and periodic, and drivers are happy to use mobile payments, especially during pandemic. But acquiring in the case of small payments may reach up to 4 or 5% of paid amount. And this is especially relevant for charging electric vehicles. Then the cost of a single purchase is less than 10 euros. And the same for parking payments. And we offer a cost-effective and convenient solution for each party. Instead of dealing with payment processing, our users may use the blockchain-based solution Salute Pay. So how it works? In order to remove a bank commission for mobile payments, our platform is using debt entry mechanism instead of instant transactions. The fact about the purchase and all required attributes are being written into a distributed blockchain Salute Pay. The debt record can be considered as a reliable tool if it meets several criteria. The data should be stored securely, it should be easily accessible, the data should be verified prior to get written, and transaction itself should be verified instantly. Blockchain meets all these points. The registry is stored in distributed servers and the information is protected by cryptography. And the algorithm will be something like this. Authorized user confirms the purchase in the mobile application. We validate and store the purchase in the blockchain, and at the end of a period, we will issue and send an invoice like mobile operators do. Okay, invoice is sent, but what if the client won't pay? We have a fraud protection. First of all, our client must register a bank card, so credit risk could be calculated pretty easily like Klarman does. This payment method can be also available not for every customer, but for those who has a privileged card, for example, and we also may specify a credit limit for our users.
Mikhail, sorry, you are almost out of time.
Okay. Also, Salute can be embedded into partner corporate application. It could be just one more way for payments in addition to existing ones. But if a permanent partner doesn't have an application or partner would like to use the audience of Salute, then the payments can be done using our application. And thank you, and good luck on the road.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, judges, we are here to listen to you. Any volunteers?
Also, for the judges, feel free to already start voting for these startups with
Herman
the link that you have.
Please, Herman.
Yes. Well, thanks for the pitch. I think interesting technology, which is a location-based element, but I'm still figuring out a bit what the key problem is that you solve.
Well, the key problem is our attempt to reduce the amount of extra payments for services you get. So our target audience are car drivers or whoever who is related to cars. You need to fuel your car, you need to charge your car, you need to pay for small services. And in this case, you'll have to pay much more because of fees for the transactions. And our goal is to cut these extra expenses by invoicing a single invoice in a period, for example, once in a month. And if a payment is done with bank card, you will not have to pay any additional fees. The transaction will be free for you and free for service provider.
Thank you. Jussi, please.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit about your own monetizing model?
So in case of payments, we would like to get a kind of negotiation with our clients and service providers. So it would be a personal basis agreement. But our idea is to have, most likely we'll have a fixed commission for our service, and it will anyway it will weigh less than paying for each transaction. So as much services are in our ecosystem, as much money we can earn.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Please, Janine, briefly. Okay.
Thanks for the pitch. So my question would be like, how are you gonna onboard service providers? Because you need a lot of service providers to attract users to use your service, right? So what's the strategy there?
So right now we are in touch in companies like Neste. We are also in touch in companies which are providing charging for electric vehicles, and this is highly growing market. And offering our solution for them, we can attract much more bigger audience that they have right now. And this will cut expenses for everybody, both for clients and service providers.
Thank you, Mikhail. We are proceeding with our 7th startup, Choicely. Please welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kaius Meskanen. I'm CEO of Choicely. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm going to share my screen at the same time. So Choicely is a no-code app builder that makes building apps very easy. Just like WordPress makes building websites very easy. And a little bit about the market. So today there are about 6,000 apps being launched every day, and people spend 57% of their screen time in mobile, meaning phones and tablets. And out of that time, they spend 90% in native apps and 10% in web browsers. And all this together means that people are actually spending 3 to 4 hours per day on their phones, and out of that 90% in native apps. Until now, building high quality apps has been very expensive. And with Choicely's software as a service based solution, we're able to democratize this market. And we're enabling even small and medium-sized organizations to afford high quality apps, similar to what WordPress has done for website building. And no-code app building is one of the new mega trends of the 2020s, and it solves the problems of building high-quality apps with low price. And the benefits of having native apps for businesses are very high, but the problem has been for a long time that they are very expensive to create. Choicely is a global SaaS platform, and the technology is ready and tested with millions of users. We have customers on 6 continents. We serve small, medium, and large size clients. We have an excellent product market fit, and our revenue started really growing pretty much like 1 year ago, and we're going to hit a monthly break even at the end of this year. So this meaning that we're ready for rapid scaling with the Choicely app builder platform. Choicely app platform is already used by the leaders in media, sports, and entertainment. Companies like ITV Studios, they build Love Island apps with Choicely platform, TV show apps. Also, International Judo Federation and IMG in States using Choicely for the global Miss Universe app with millions of users. Our revenue in 2021 is about 4 times the revenue of 2020. And with our organic growth, we're going to hit the break even at the end of this year. Our salesperson.
Excuse me, can we see another slide?
Yeah. I'm going to jump a little bit.
You have 30 seconds to finish.
Yeah. So just about our sales. So our salespersons leave a margin of 100K plus euros in the first year and 300K plus in the second year. And basically, the top 10 no-code app builders in the market are highly likely to be acquired by the technology giants within next 2 years. Thank you for this time, and I'm open for questions.
Thank you for your presentation. Please, questions from judges. Alexander, please welcome.
Hello. Why have you decided that this is #1 tool for building applications?
Yeah, there are many competitors, and we we know that Chikezie is #1 in the chosen segments in media, sports, and entertainment. There are other players in sports and entertainment that build apps, but they don't do no code. And then on the other side, there are no code app builders that are not in the segments.
But do you have traction? Do you really know that this is #1? You made more applications than anyone else in this industry? Do you have these statistics?
Yes, with no code technology, yes.
Okay. And once more about revenue. So what is your revenue per month today, approximately?
Yeah, we're now at 50K MRR, going towards 75 by the end of the year.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, Finn.
Hi, congratulations on your traction and an impressive roster of clients. I think no code, we definitely know it's very, very popular. I think my key question is, you of course mentioned the exit strategy of getting acquired, but what makes you defensible? Why can't another company become #1 and essentially maybe lower the price from a sales perspective?
It's a good question. Thank you. There are, I would claim that in very different segments in no-code app building, there are different #1s. I'm only talking about media, sports, and entertainment, the areas I was highlighting. And everything is possible with a lot of funds, with a lot of resources, but the technology team in Chikezie is extremely talented, and we have spent years in building exactly what we have. And we know that even with very high resources, it's going to take years, not months, to build something similar. So it will be more likely for the technology giants to buy to get the edge than build it for themselves. And it's a trend already. Google bought 2, and I know many that bought some app builders already.
So are you saying you'd be ready for acquisition now if the technology giant came along?
Technology-wise, yes, but we plan to sell later, if that's the question.
Okay, thank you so much. And now please welcome Free Body Earth Startup, #8. Welcome on stage.
All right. I will be sharing the screen for him because he's on the phone. So
yes,
I'm going to share my screen for you. Pekka, you can go ahead.
Do you see me? Do you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay,
Hi.
great. So about the trees, the world needs 1 trillion trees according to the UN. It's a huge emerging market. Next. However, today all tree planting organizations, they have 2 fundamental problems. First of all, they might say that, okay, we've been planting 100,000 trees here and there, but where's the proof? They're very weak in verifiability. Next. Then their focus is only to tree planting, but it's not enough, because it's the tree caring that makes the trees stay there and making the long-term effects of CO2 and biodiversity. Next, please. We have made both these problems as a solution. First of all, let's put all the trees to a global map, every single one of them with a photo, so that it's very transparent and verifiable. Next, please. And secondly, let's take care of the trees in a way that the locals will have a fair share of the benefits. So when they plant, they also mark it in a global map with the photo, and they get €1 of each marking. And not only tree planting, but also after 1 year, 5 years, 10, 15, etc. So this makes a great mind shift, because then they understand that, hey, trees are valuable, and who wants to kill a milking cow? Receiving tree bodies is very easy. You just get them to the mobile phone of yours, and then you have a forest there. Next, please. We have been comparing different solutions, and many are doing some things nicely, but to have all the critical elements there, everybody is doing it. Next. Our team is really great. Let me just say, Mika Vanhanen, our tree master, who has been planting 30 million trees in his NGO within 15 years. So we are very happy to have very practical approach. Next. TreeBuddy can be used in many ways. For example, you can create a circle of goodness within your company where everybody can give a tree gift to a well-performing colleague. And API API integration is easy to done, etc. Next, please. Now we are quite in the beginning. B2B sales are 63% of our sales, growing nicely. Now our product is ready, and we are now establishing 2 international sales team, starting actually in 1 week, and expect to reach a break-even point in November, December 21.
Thank you. You are almost out of time.
Yeah. Okay, the next one, please. We have been covered in media in 160 global media sites in different countries. And let me say the last one that, well, this ape is living in one of the places in Natuna Island where we plant mangrove trees, and it's only living there in this place. So we really are hoping for having investors which understand that it's important to do the right thing, not and you can do the right thing while making good business. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your solutions. Please, judges, your questions. Okay, Herman, please.
Hey, hi. Great. Thanks for the presentation. Great initiative. I think that in this area, transparency is really important, and efficiency. I think you're trying to solve transparency by having the photos of the trees actually shared. But I do think that it's not foolproof. So how do you make sure that these photos are real? Do you have some sort of mechanism to really have trusted proof that the trees are planted and are taken care of? And the second question is about the efficiency. Sorry, I'll put my second question as well. If you get sort of half a euro from every 1.5 euros that a customer pays, then that's 30%. Isn't that quite a low efficiency for your organization? That's the 2 questions. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. First of all, the trustworthiness is #1 thing, and you're really right in pointing that out, because that's actually our strength, because we already have this network effect. We have already been planting 30 million trees in this NGO, which is our in-house NGO. So we know which are the trustworthy players. That's #1 thing. We only take the ones that have been planting for free earlier. And now we inject some money, which can also corrupt players that are not doing rightly. So we have to be careful. But so these are really, first of all, is this trustworthiness. And secondly, technically, it has to be very foolproof, like it is. That always when you go to make a photo, you first tag the GPS location of the place, and then you make the photo out of it, and then you get them all verifiably or transparently in the map, and everybody can see the map. So that's #1. And #2, yeah, this is important. Our focus is really to get well with the locals in a way that they get involved. It's important for the locals to understand that, okay, there's not someone entering from the West and taking, most of the benefits of their forest. I would not expect that to be very fair, according to the locals. Nowadays, we are in a happy situation that we have many small players, NGOs, etc., in the field who are really willing to take on board the tree body. So this half €1 for 1.5 euros is what we have found as a good margin. You understand, it's a very volume business with what we are building up here, and we expect to have 1+ million trees planted in 2022. When you start to have €0.5 of each tree, then you see that it's not so bad.
Thanks a lot. We have to proceed to our 9th startup, Crusty Food Kits, please.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Hi.
Here. My name is Fabian. I'm the CEO of Crusty Food Kits.
And share your screen, please.
Yes. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, please make it full screen.
Yes.
Present.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wonderful, thank you.
Yes, we are Chikezie Food Kits, a meaningful alternative to takeaway. So since the origin of time, making and eating food creates a strong emotional connection between us, as we all know. However, in our modern society, we don't always have time to make food, and delivery platforms create a very convenient solution to that by delivering warm and great meals to your door. So this is, you know, the reason why the food delivery market is actually one of the fastest growing industry at the moment, generating $300 billion a year and growing quite fast during the pandemic. However, as most of or many of us could afford a cleaner, we still clean our home. This applies as well to food, and the reason for that is that takeaway does not always fulfill our social and emotional needs relating to food. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer to have a takeaway pizza tonight, or have your best friends actually making a nice warm meal to you? Yes, I think the question the answer is quite easy, but the point is that what people need is actually they want to contribute to their own food, and this is what Chikezie Food Kits is doing. So Chikezie delivers to your home or to your office, easy to make food kits that are wrapped in 100% compostable and reusable packaging. So what we do is actually we turn cooking, which can be quite cumbersome, into an emotional and social experience, but without compromising the taste, the authenticity, and the convenience. So at the moment, we have the three types of products: the Chikezie Lights, which are single products that are frozen, actually, that we make in our central kitchen in the center of Helsinki. So these are mainly pastries and desserts that are deep frozen, and that can be made by our customers, and it's growing very fast. We have the Chikezie family, which is available on our website. It's a B2C product, which is a full Chikezie experience, a brunch experience. And we have launched in June the Chikezie team, which is a B2B service towards companies. And the idea is instead of ordering a catering service, or the companies order a full team building experience through food. So we deliver the box and with some instructions, and people make their own food at their office.
Sorry, you are almost out of time.
Yes, so this is the secret spot for our business, is that by providing a little bit of effort into making the food, you actually place a much higher value than takeaway. And this is a team. We have 20 years of experience in different businesses, international business, and we're all passionate to make our customers smile through food experience. So we started a year ago in my own kitchen. We have served actually 1,500 customers, generated 40,000 euros in revenue. Just this week, we made almost 4,000 euros. So we're growing really fast, and served customers like Swappy or Electronic Art. Customers love us and believe that we have much more affordable solution than even restaurants. And we're planning to expand into different food experience, such as the team dinner, the date night, or the family dinner. So if you want to have some food inspiration, check our Instagram, Chikezie Food Kits, for beautiful family moment, our website. And if you're interested for your company to try mouth-watering team building activity, please contact me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, any questions? Don't hesitate to ask. Please introduce. Herman, please, we are listening to you.
Oh, well, let Jussi go, sorry.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Maybe just kind of from investor point of view, how scalable your business plan is.
So at the moment, I mean, like the food production is scalable in terms of, because we're deep freezing our preparations. So it's something that can be done nearly anywhere. The platform, of course, we're building the platform for our customers and having a strong marketing strategy. What is not scalable and could not be scalable is actually the logistic, which we have been handling to some extent ourselves or with freelancers. But the thing is that at some stage we will be working with a logistic company, and we have in plan to work with Volt and also delivery platform. How are we going to do that is that at the beginning of the year, Volt has launched their own API. So they have a totally different business model where they take, instead of taking 30% cut, they only take 7%, but you need to drive this from your own platform. So in a way, we could utilize all the logistic technologies that Volt has built. So we don't need to move into this area. But for this, I think we need to move a little bit further, have more choice on our website, and boost as well our marketing activities. So it's pretty much our plan how to scale our business.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you a lot. And the last startup for today, but not the least, is Greenelli. Welcome on stage. Yeah, wonderful.
You're mute. Okay, good.
Yeah, now. Hi, my name is Lavan, CEO of Greenelli. We are specialized in electric vehicle charging solutions in housing companies. During the past 3 years, we have installed over 700 charging points and surveyed over 100 housing companies with financial success. What we have learned that our customers initially are interested in Type 2 solutions, but because of the high price tags, lack of key features, and simply being too powerful for the existing infrastructure, our customers settle for Shuko charging. The technology of Shuko charging is limited, the standards do not support it and never will, and they are inconvenient to use, but they still want it because it's easy and it's cheap. Now, what we have done is we have taken the technology, we have developed our own charging station and service. We have taken the technology of Type 2 and combined it with the low power output of 3.7 kilowatts, thus giving us a low power Type 2 charging station. Even with 3.7 kilowatts, it is still enough for the average person, as you get over 200 kilometers of range during overnight charging. This concept of 3.7 kilowatts is not realized by the competition. They are more focused on high power charging stations, which is a big mistake for several reasons. The benefits of 3.7 kilowatts are many, but the most important being the cut in costs with installation and the station itself. At the same time, it provides maximum safety with great reduction in size and weight. As for the business model, we sell the charging station. They work on their own, but they are not connected to the internet. Each one has an option to subscribe to our charging service. The service includes metering and billing, and you can unsubscribe at any time. And because of the high subscription retention rate, our customers basically will be lifetime customers. With a young, diverse, and highly talented team, we know that we can achieve great success. Each subscription generates 97 euros of revenue annually, and it is easily scalable worldwide. All new cars sold in Europe will be electric vehicles by 2035, which means great new opportunities for new emerging markets. My name is Lavan. I thank you for your time, and feel free to contact me after this.
Thank you, Lavan. And judges, do you have some questions to Lavan? Please. Claudia, please welcome.
Yes, thank you for the presentation. My question would be, what is the logic behind your pricing model? Because it sounds pretty low. I think you could charge more. So please explain me how you came up with this number.
Do you mean the hardware or the service?
I understood it. It's an annual contract value of 97 euros per station.
Well, first of all, we sell the charging station, so they can use it on their own, but then they must inform the energy values to the landlord manager. But those who want, they want the option.
So you only sell the hardware?
We sell, but that's only to cover our initial costs. But after that, each one has an option to subscribe to our service. So we will be focusing more on that, on the SaaS business.
Yeah. So did I understand that the 97 was on the SaaS business?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Per charging point.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, can you explain the logic on that? Because I understand the value of your hardware. It's a really unique product, but it's not a recurring revenue. While SaaS pricing would be a recurring revenue. Would you consider to restructuring your pricing model?
No, because if you have a pure subscription model, the downfall of that is that it doesn't increase the value of the land. Because if the tenant moves away, the charging service will move away with it. That's why the landowners, if they own the charging station, not only do they have the option to charge, it also brings the value of the land up. I mean, the competition, they have like mainly two models. Either they sell the device like purely, or they have a subscription model. But we have both. So each one has an option, you know, on how would they like to have it.
Okay. I hear you. Okay, makes sense.
Thank you. Dear participants, thank you all for this wonderful journey. Some minutes divide us from finding out who is the winner of today's wonderful Unicorn Pitch Finland. Please, judges, you have 1 minute to update your mind, to mark your evaluations. Yes, please. And in 1 minute, I will tell that that's all. Voting process is stopped. Please, 1 minute. If anyone has any link problem, please tell me. I think that there weren't problems. Okay.
Yeah, I think for the judges, if you are done with the voting, you can just indicate here, so we know when everyone is done, and Maria can go ahead with accumulating the results.
Yes. Okay, we are closing our voting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is finished. And some minutes divide us from the moment.
Awesome. So while we are waiting for Maria to do the calculation on the back end, I would just like to make a few announcements in terms of what happens after now. So first, congratulations to all of the startups that made it this far. We actually got tons of applications, but you are like the top 10 that made it here. So congratulations for making it this far. And also thanks to our jury for being here with us and helping us evaluate all of these startups. We appreciate your time, and I hope you get value from this pitch competition. For the startups, as you might have known, we are going to have the award ceremony tomorrow during our summer party. So we already have your medal, your trophy, your goodie bags, your award. Everything is ready and set. You just have to come to the summer party, and we'll have some pictures, and we'll have some of the judges to be part of the award ceremony. So the first winner, of course, you already get the ticket to the summer party. The first and second runner-up, you also get the ticket. So please make sure to grab the ticket and show up for the summer party tomorrow. But we'll see who these winners are gonna be. Then we can plan for that. For the jury, I already sent you guys an email about joining us for the summer party. We still have a couple of jury tickets that was reserved because we didn't get any confirmation yet if you'll be joining or not. So if you're able to make it tomorrow for the summer party, which is the award ceremony, please try to grab your ticket tonight because we're going to be closing the registration link. due to the restriction, we are only accommodating 50 attendees, and it's going to be outdoor. We already have 47, 46, something like that. So we still have the remaining 2 or 3 for the jury. So if you are going to join us, please feel free to grab a ticket. With that being said, I would just like to open up the floor for, some networking activities. If you have something to share about the pitch competition, whether from the startup side or from the jury side, this is going to be the time to, take the floor, say what comes to your mind, and let's use this moment to network while we wait for the results. I can see Tommy smiling. Tommy, you want to say something to us?
I want to say big thanks to Herman for the questions because you were the most active one. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, second to that.
Thank you for being one of the most active judge we had for today's speech. We really appreciate that. Maria, do we have the results already?
Yes, we already have the results, and I'm ready to share my screen with the results. Third place is Three Body Earth. Second place is Greenelli, and the winner is Chikezie. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys.
Hi there.
Nice. We'll just give a quick, a minute or two for the winners to come say something. Just whatever you feel that you want to say. Chikezie, you can go take the floor, and Greenelli and Three Body. Go ahead. How do you feel about this?
Well, at least on audio, this is Caius from Chikezie. I'm very honored to win this competition. It's really cool, and I'm happy to, share more information, whoever has any questions later.
Awesome. Good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations once again.
And Greenelli?
Yeah, on my behalf, thank you for the opportunity. Truly honored, and see you tomorrow at the startup grind party.
Awesome. Pekka from Three Body, you want to say a few words?
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks so much. I'm so humbled by this, and I hope that it will be helping our big mission onwards, and ready to party tomorrow.
And from our side, we are thankful for every participant, and today's winner, Chikezie, is welcome to take part in our Unicorn Battle UK and Europe. We'll contact you soon. Thank you, Kelvin. It was a great cooperation with you. It was nice to work with you.
Nice. Thank you so much, Maria. Once again, thank you, jury, for your time. We really appreciate. If you find any of the startups interesting, feel free to reach out to them directly. If you need the contact of any of the startups, feel free to reach out to me. I can forward those to you via email. And thank you guys for your time. Thank you for being part of this. I think with that being said, we should call it a day now. Once again, congratulations to all the winners, and see you all at the summer party for the award ceremony. Enjoy the rest of your day.